Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings with you here again tonight. Still not a doctor, still may end up being a doctor, who knows. And of course maybe you couldn't tell this about me, but I do support, like, if you want to do something, just actually do it. So like, don't go, well, maybe. The only reason I say maybe gonna be a doctor is because even though it's my passion, human body in general is still my passion, and there is other routes that you can work with it as like a biochemist or molecular biologist, and it just depends on what is better for my life, what can work out better. But I would prefer to work as a doctor, but just gotta see what ends up working out the best. But to get back on topic, it's a medical topic. Should you prescribe painkillers as an opiates to someone who is in severe or moderate pain? And the answer is absolutely yes, most of the time. Unless that person has a prior history of substance addiction, not abuse, but addiction, and that person themselves thinks that they are at risk of becoming addicted to painkillers, you should prescribe them, unless that is the case. The reason is that by not prescribing them, you actually increase the patient's risk of becoming addicted to opiates, the very things you thought you were avoiding the risk of getting addicted to by not prescribing them. Well, guess what happens when you don't prescribe them to people? Well, you also increase the risk of alcoholism, but when you don't prescribe them to people and they're in a lot of pain, they're gonna figure out some way to help that pain. Probably first they'll turn to alcohol, but they'll be working on finding their own painkillers. And painkillers you get on the street, you don't exactly, hey, drug dealer, can I have 30 or 60 10 milligram Vicodins because I want to take 2 of those a day, maybe that would be a good dose. You take what you can get. And typically, it's a lot easier to find heroin or fentanyl that's passed off as China White or some other street narcotic, rather than finding actual prescription opiates that are dosed in pills that someone could take orally with a much lower chance of addiction than smoking heroin or even injecting it. So the next time you're thinking about maybe not giving that guy who's in a lot of pain some painkillers because you don't want him to get addicted, or you're worried he's going to be abusing them, well, as we say with our justice system, that it's better to not jail 10 guilty people than it is to accidentally jail one innocent person. It's better to give painkillers to 10 people rather than not give them to one person that actually truly really needs them. Because that one person, you don't give it to them, and their life isn't easy. They're in a lot of pain. They're going to turn to alcohol and drugs. Maybe they don't even end up using opiates. Maybe they use ketamine. Maybe they, believe it or not, methamphetamine is a potent painkiller. Maybe they turn to meth. Now, obviously, there are significant disadvantages to using meth as a painkiller because it's very non-conducive to the healing process, but that doesn't change the fact that people may still become addicted to it. So overall, you increase the chance of that person becoming addicted to a wide variety of drugs, all because you were worried about prescribing them some 10 milligram Vicodins or some 10 milligram oxycodones. And don't be afraid to prescribe oxycodone just because, people like oxycodone more than they like Vicodin. Well, guess what? Sometimes someone needs 10 milligrams of oxycodone, not 10 milligrams of Vicodin, because it is a little stronger. Sometimes 10 milligrams of Vicodin isn't enough. Sometimes 10 milligrams of oxycodone is not enough. Sometimes they won't respond to oxycodone and they'll respond to morphine. Sometimes they won't respond to morphine and they'll respond to Vicodin. Do away with your judgments and preconceptions and worries, and treat the patient as best as possible. If they need painkillers, give them painkillers, because they're going to get them one way or another, either from you, pharmaceutical accurately dosed oral painkillers, which have the lowest possible abuse potential, or they're going to get them on the street. Heroin that's smokable, injectable, and not orally very effective. Plus, even if it was, who would want to consume black tar heroin when it likely has human feces in it? So yeah, I hope some doctors out there will see this video and reconsider prescribing somebody painkillers who needs them. Because we don't need more people turning to the street just because their doctor wouldn't help them. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe and comment. And check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. And remember that you can hire me for coaching, workout advice, supplement advice, diet advice, whatever kind of advice. Have a good rest of your night.